88 Buddhist Repentance Ceremony. To the greatly kind, compassionate ones who rescue living beings, the ones of great joyous giving who rescue conscious beings, the ones adored with the light of the hallmarks and the fine characteristics, the assemblies return their lives in worship with utmost sincerity. Namo, I take refuge with Vajra Master. I take refuge with the Buddha. I take refuge with the Dharma. I take refuge with the Sangha. I now resolve never to seek for myself the blessings of gods or humans, or the attainments of Shlavakas, blood yaga Buddhas, or high bodhisattvas. Instead, I rely on the supreme vehicle, the one Buddha vehicle, and bring forth the resolve for Bodhi, vowing that all living beings of the Dharma realm will attain Anudala Samyak Sambodhi at the same time as I. Namo, I take refuge with all the Buddhas of the 10 directions to the ends of the empty space. Namo, I take refuge with all the venerable dharmas of the 10 directions to the ends of the empty space. Namo, I take refuge with the Sangha of all sages, and worthies of the 10 directions to the end of the empty space. Namo, the thus come ones, worthy of the offerings, of proper and universal knowledge, perfect in understanding and conduct, skillful in living the world through liberation, unsurpassed knights, taming heroes, teachers of gods and people, Buddhas, world-honored ones. Namo Universal Light Buddha. Namo Universal Understanding Buddha. Namo Universal Purity Buddha. Namo Dhammalabhatla and the Chandana Fragrance Buddha. Namo Chandana Light Buddha. Namo Mani Banner Buddha. Namo Treasury of Happiness and Accumulation of Money Jewels Buddha. Namo Supreme Great Vigor that all worlds delight to see Buddha. Namo Money Banner and Lamps Light Buddha. Namo Wisdom Torches Shining Buddha. Namo Sea Vast Virtuous Radiance Buddha. Namo Vajraform and shedding golden light everywhere Buddha. Namo Great Firm Vigor and Courage Buddha. Namo Greatly Compassionate Light Buddha. Namo King of Kindness and Strength Buddha. Namo Treasury of Kindness Buddha. Namo Adornments and Victory in Chandana Cave Buddha. Namo Worthy and Wholesome Leader Buddha. Namo Wholesome Mind Buddha. Namo King Vast Adornments Buddha. Namo Golden Flowers Light Buddha. Namo King Self-Mastery Power, like a jeweled canopy shining in Space Buddha. Namo Light of Precious Flower in Space Buddha. Namo King adorned with lapis lazuli Buddha. Namo Form Bodies Light appearing everywhere Buddha. Namo Light of Unmoving Wisdom Buddha. Namo King Demon Horde Subduer Buddha. Namo Gifted and Brilliant Buddha. Namo Wisdom Victory Buddha. Namo Maitreya Immortal Light Buddha. Namo King Well-Stilled, Moon-Sound, and Wonderful Venerable Wisdom Buddha. Namo pure light for the world Buddha. Namo Supreme and Venerable Dragon King Buddha. Namo Light of Sun and Moon Buddha. Namo Pearl Light of Sun and Moon Buddha. Namo Victorious King Wisdom Banner Buddha. Namo King Lion's Role and Power of Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo Wonderful Voice in Victory Buddha. Namo Banner of Eternal Light Buddha. Namo Lamp that contemplates the world Buddha. Namo King Awesome Lamp of Wisdom Buddha. 那么 King Dharma Victory Buddha。Namo Sumalu Light Buddha. Namo Sumana Flower Light Buddha. Namo King Rare as a Wooden Bala Flower Buddha. Namo King Great Wisdom Power Buddha. Namo Akshabhya Light of Joy Buddha. Namo King Infinite Voices Buddha. Namo Gifted in the Bright Buddha. Namo Golden Sea of Light Buddha. Namo King Wisdom like mountains and seas, and self-mastery's penetrations Buddha. Namo Light of Great Penetrations Buddha. Namo King forever replete in all Dhammas Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Vajla Indestructible Buddha. Namo Precious Light Buddha. Namo Venerable Dragon King Buddha. Namo Vigorous Army Buddha. Namo Vigor and Joy Buddha. Namo Precious Fire Buddha. Namo Precious Moonlight Buddha. Namo Manifesting Without Delusion Buddha. Namo Precious Moon Buddha. Namo Undefiled Buddha. Namo Apart from Defilement Buddha. Namo Courageous Giving Buddha. Namo Purity Buddha. Namo Pure Giving Buddha. Namo Solayuna Buddha. Namo Water Deva Buddha. Namo Firm Virtue Buddha. Namo Chandana Merit and Virtue Buddha. Namo Infinite Handfuls of Light Buddha. Namo Bright Virtue Buddha. Namo Virtue-Free Fiery Buddha. Namo Nalayana Buddha. Namo Flower of Merit and Virtue Buddha. Namo Lotus Flower Light, roaming in spiritual power Buddha. Namo Wealthy in Merit and Virtue Buddha. Namo Virtue and Mindfulness Buddha. Namo Merit and Virtue and Good Renown Buddha. Namo King Blessing, Red Imperial Banner Buddha. Namo Skillful Travel and Merit in Virtue Buddha. Namo Victorious in Battle Buddha. Namo skillfully traveling Buddha. Namo encompassing adornments in the merit and the virtue Buddha. Namo precious flower traveling Buddha. Namo king precious lotus, skillfully dwelling beneath the Sala tree Buddha. Namo Amita Buddha, whose body is a treasury of the Dharma realm. And all other Buddhas like them, world-honored ones of all worlds, who dwell in the world forever. May all the world-honored ones kindly be mindful of me, as I repent of the offenses I have committed in this life and in former lives. Throughout the birth and the death without beginning, whether I have done them myself, told others to do them, or condoned their being done, such as taking things from stupas, from a sangha, or from a sangha of the four directions, either taking them myself, telling others to take them, or condoning their being taken, or committing the 5 avicii offenses, either committing them myself, telling others to commit them, or condoning their being committed, or committing the 10 evils, either committing them myself, telling others to commit them, or condoning their being committed. All such obstructing offenses, whether hidden or not, which merit my falling into the hells or among the hungry ghosts, or animals, or any other evil destiny, or into a lowly life, a life in the border regions, or a life as a maleka, I now repent and reform all the obstructing offenses I've committed. Now, may all the Buddhas, world-honored ones, certify me. May they be mindful of me before all the Buddhas, world-honored ones. I further speak these words. Any good, roots that I have gained in this life or in past lives, through giving, through gardening pure precepts, simply through giving a morsel of food to an animal, or through cultivating pure conduct. Any good roots from bringing living beings to accomplishment. Any good roots from cultivating bodhi. And any good roots from attaining supreme wisdom. All of them accumulated and reckoned up throughout my lifespans. I transferred to Anudala Samyak Sambodhi, My transference is like the transferences made by all the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. I repent and reform every offense, completely rejoice in all blessings, seek the Buddha's merit and virtue, and vow to accomplish the unsurpassed wisdom to all Buddhas of past and present, supreme among living beings. With seeds of infinite merit and virtue, I now return my life in worship. Throughout the worlds in the 10 directions, before all lions among men in the past, in the present, and also in the future, with body, mouth, and mind entirely pure, I bow before them all, omitting none. With the awesome spiritual power of Samantha Butler's vows, I appear at the same time before every thus come one, and in transformed bodies as many as most of the dust in lands, bow to Buddhas as many as most of dust in lands. In every mote of dust are Buddhas as many as motes of dust, each dwelling amid a host of bodhisattvas. Throughout most of dust in endless Dharma realms, it is the same. I deeply believe they are all filled with Buddhas. With seeds of each in every sound, I everywhere let fall words and phrases, wonderful and endless, which exhaust all kappas of the future, and praise the wide, deep sea of Buddha's merit and virtue. Flower garlands, supreme and wonderful, music, perfumes, parasols and canopies, and other decorations rich and rare, I offer up to every thus come one. Fine clothing, superior incense, powdered and burning incense, lamps and candles, each one heaped as high as a wonderfully high mountain, I offer completely to all Tathagatas, with a vast, great, supremely liberated mind. I believe in all the Buddhas of the 3 periods of time. With the strength of Samantha Butler's conduct and vows, I make offerings to all thus come ones everywhere. For all the evil deeds I have done in the past, based on beginningless greed, anger, and delusion, and created by body, speech, and mind, I now know shame and repent of them all. Of all beings in the 10 directions, the learners in those past study in the 2 vehicles, and all thus come ones and bodhisattvas, I rejoice in all their merit and virtues. before the lamps of the world of the 10 directions, those who first accomplished the Bodhi. I now request and beseech them all to turn the foremost wondrous Dharma wheel. If there are Buddhas who wish for nirvana, I request with deep sincerity that they dwell in the world for as many kalpas as there are dust motes and kshetlas, to bring benefit and bliss to every being. All good rose from worshipping, praising, and making offerings to Buddhas. From requesting that Buddha dwell in the world to turn the Dharma wheel. From completely rejoicing, from repenting and reforming. I transfer to living beings attaining the Buddha's way. May this supreme merit and virtue be transferred throughout the unsurpassed true Dharma realm, to the nature and appearance of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. These two truths are fused and understood by the impress of Samadhi's sea. Of all such infinite seas of merit and virtue, I now make complete transference. May all the karmic obstruction of living beings, body, mouth, and mind, view delusions, false accusations, self, dharmas, and so forth, be entirely extinguished without remainder. In every thought may my wisdom encompass the Dharma realm, and widely cross over living beings to irreversibility, till the exhaustion of the realm of empty space, and the exhaustion of living beings, of karma, and of afflictions. Just as these four dhammas are vast and boundless, I now vow that my transference will be so too. Namo Universal Worthy Bodhisattva of Great Conduct. Namo Universal Worthy Bodhisattva of Great Conduct. Namo Universal Worthy Bodhisattva of Great Conduct.